what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all access to motivated and inspiring videos on this Fammission Friday. Every Friday, let's get to the podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. And today, I got a super special guest, man. So y'all go ahead and show him some love because, man, he down here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show him some love because we in the building. Yes, indeed. Hey, caller, go ahead. Tell the people your name, where you from, and what you do.
That's what's up, bro. I'm Country Boy Fletcher, man. I'm multi-dimensional in a lot of areas, man. A lot of people might know me as Rare Breed. A lot of people might know me as Roscoe. I got a track record or whatever. I'm from Belgrade, Florida. But, I got a deeper intro than that. I am the great-grandson of Peter and Jency Hawthorne of Noxapater, Mississippi. I am the great-grandson of their son, Jim Hawthorne, slaves, Noxapater, Mississippi. Their grandson, which is my great-great-grandfather, John Thomas Hawthorne of Noxapater, Mississippi. Their son, which is the great-great-great-grandson of my ancestor, Peter and Jency, Lincoln Hawthorne of Dawesville, Mississippi. His baby girl was my grandmother, Clyde T. Hawthorne, man. I'm Rare Breed, and you know me as Country Boy Fletcher, man, and I appreciate you having me on the show, bro. And like I say, I do a lot of things, man, historical, journalist, songwriter, ghostwriter, whatever it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So whatever help anybody might need or whatever, as long as they hearts are genuine, bro, I'm here. So Belgrade, Florida in the building. I reside in Panama City, Florida.
Man, stand up. Florida in the building, blood leg. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to start off with, man, I appreciate the knowledge and the wisdom that you share on your channel, bro. Ever since I linked on your channel, bro, I got a different way of saying things. Seeing things, the way you be dropping that knowledge off. And I'm like, I'm glad I ran into you, bro. So, why don't you go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm on Facebook, Country Boy Fletcher. I'm on YouTube, Country Boy Fletcher 489, and all platforms too, TikTok, Instagram. I'm the same, Country Boy Fletcher. That was something that's bubbling pretty heavy on that or whatever. And like I said again, bro, I appreciate it, man, because it's crazy, man, that if you've been given knowledge, God tell us if you've been given knowledge, you certainly have been given a lot. We all want money. And there's so many knowledgeable people that we come across in life. We have the opportunity to meet these people, but sometimes you might see somebody beside the road and they might give you a jewel, and that jewel might carry you a long ways in life, but you might don't never meet the person again. So it's been a pleasure for me to come onto these platforms and drop a jewel and share my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with people, and to talk to people and tell people the truth, man, because like I say, on my platform, I apply pressure. That's what my platform is about, applying pressure. And when you apply pressure, it's so much of truth involved with applying that pressure. A lot of people just ain't ready for that. So this is a short line that I'm standing in. This line that I'm standing in, nobody don't want to stand in this line, but that's the line I'm in, the short line.
Applying pressure, man. Tell me a little bit about that. Like, what do that mean to you, for real? Applying pressure.
Man, it started with me, bro. It started with me. It started with the human flaws. It started with the human characteristics. It starts with understanding that humans are stingy, humans are caring, humans are arrogant. It starts with that. So it starts with me. And sometimes I have to look in the mirror and be like, man, you need to stop this. Or I might say, I can't eat that. I'm gaining too much weight, or my body ain't feeling good or whatever. So it starts with me. And I apply this pressure because this pressure that I'm applying, it starts with me. So if I can apply that pressure to me and tell myself the truth looking in the mirror, then I could tell other people's that, because like I said, the line is so short. I have daughters, and my daughters come to me and tell me, oh, I met such and such and such, and I'm like, okay, you met such and such and such. What that got to do with me? So I don't allow them to bring guys around because I know how mischievous guys can be because I'm a guy. You understand? So if you come around me, my daughters, they understand that, hey, if you come, I done had daughters to bring guys to my house that needed to use the bathroom and they can't come in. They got to go inside the building somewhere and go use it because I know how guys are. The first big set of breasts, first wider hip, the first this or that come along, they ready to switch out on you, and now I'm hurt because you hurt. So I put pressure to everything. It don't matter what it is. If it's dieting, if it's historical, if it's religiously, anything that needs pressure applied to it, that's my mentality because I can't die with this. I can't die with it. I got to tell people the truth to their face, and as long as I'm telling them truth to their face, I'm cool with that. I can live with that. You know what I mean? So that's what applied pressure is for me. Applied pressure is for me to tell you exactly what you need to hear in order for you to be better. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear that. So, hey man, you got a lot of knowledge on you, man. Can you share what kind of books that you be listening? I mean, that you be reading?
Oh man. You know, I'm all over the place, man. I done read Dietrich Bonhoeffer. I done read, you know, print or different copies of the Bible, man. The Geneva Bible, the Geneva Bible, the King James Version Bible, the Douay-Rheims Version Bible, the Holy Quran. There's hundreds and hundreds of books that I got books stacked up, man. Stories of the prophets and stories of the wise men and stories of just a lot of different things. So all of this knowledge, I say it all the time on my platform, it's like a braid, bro. It's like you sitting down, the hair's rough. That's life. Then you start braiding all this stuff together and you start seeing that it start meshing. And when you get the finished product, you done been so deep, now you understand. So if you see somebody with these braids, you're like, wow, I wonder how they did that. But the person braiding that hair, it was easy for them. So it make it easy for me to be able to pick up books and understand that sometimes the power in the book, bro, I never knew it. You know, I used to run around in the penitentiary and I used to see these old men. You go out early in the morning. You come out, come back. The old guy still kicked up in his bed with a book. I done went and played basketball. I done watched a little bit of the football game. I done went and lift weights. I done shuck and jived. I done used the telephone. You come back, the old dude got the book in his hand. He's like, man, what are you doing? So the first book I picked up and read, it gave me a picture of those words. So see, I wasn't there when Moses led almost 1 million Hebrews across the desert leaving Egypt. But when I read the Bible in my mind, he got God with him first. He got a stick in his hand first, second. And then now he got a stick in his hand. I'm painting a picture of these people having kids. I'm painting pictures of them being stuck at the Red Sea before he parted it and walked across on dry. So the words or whatever. So it's so many books that I done read that gave me the mentality of writing. So now that I done wrote my own books, being a six book author, and my daughter, she's an author as well.
Okay.
Words, bro. Just you the words. You get so deep into the words and you get so deep into what it takes to actually be to understand what these words and what this dialogue could do for you, bro. So yeah, just reading a lot of books, bro. Like I haven't watched cable TV since Ezekiel Elliott was at Ohio State.
Yeah.
When Ohio State won the national championship against Oregon, Ezekiel Elliott left and went to the Cowboys the next year. I ain't watched TV since.
Dang.
So when you hear things and you might see things on TV, I'm actually reading it. I'm reading it. I got the news apps where I'm reading it, breaking news, such and such and such or whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That done helped me grow a lot in the last 10 years.
Okay. So would you like to share, what was that first book that you read that opened your mind up?
Kansas. It's a book named Kansas. It was a book about a pimp I read. It was called Kansas, and the book was so cold. It was a book that changed my life, and then the autobiography of Frederick Douglass as well too. I think it's about 123 pages long or something like that. That book actually changed my life because it was the book that showed me slavery real fast. It showed it to me. Kansas showed me something. So that book, Kansas, and then I would say the greatest book I ever read was man-made book would be the autobiography of Frederick Douglass because he put me in the field with him. He put me down on the floor when he was eating like dogs as kids. He put me there when he said the pen that I'm writing this book, the pen that I'm writing this on this page with, he said I had a sore up under my feet from it being so cold outside and I ain't got no shoes on my feet. He said I could have laid the pen inside of the cut that was up under the bottom of my feet. See what I'm saying? He describing this to you how he had to go through all these rigors and how he cheated slavery and ran away and ran to the north and everything or whatever. So that Frederick Douglass book, man, and the book called Kansas, it really changed the dynamics, changed the dynamics for me, bro.
Okay, that's what's up. Dang, I might check that book out. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. What's the name of your book and where can we find them at?
On Amazon.com, I write under different pen names, but I got Kansas City, Here I Come. That's a book I wrote. I wrote the Book of Cocaine. I wrote the Book of Cocaine, the bibliography, the Crack Chronicles. I wrote that. I wrote The Neighborhood Feeling Left Out. That's an autobiography. All of it pretty much autobiography of my hometown. The Neighborhood Feeling Left Out was an acronym. I started off with the NFL. I started off with the NFL, and it was going to be about professional football players. But then I thought about it. You know, I'm from a place where it's like hell. It's like walking around in hell with dynamite drawers on. It might blow up at any time. So I'm from actually the town where I'm from. We have a lot of professional football players, but we also, it's like a kind of like a gift and a curse because we're the only city in the United States. We're the only city in the world that has a Super Bowl MVP, and we don't have a street named after him. You understand? We have 4 different sugar refineries that's pumping billions of dollars into the economy, and those 4 sugar refineries are sitting out in the cane fields that mass produce all this cane and sugar that where we from, and the town look like it's a third world country. You see, so the books that I wrote, everything can be found on Amazon.com, but I write under different pen names though. So if you looked under the names, it will be that. But I just keep changing it. I keep changing the pen names.
The books in the comment?
Amazon.com got all my books.
Okay. You seen some pictures of them?
Huh?
Yeah, you can post them up. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I was going through your page and, man, I ran across a couple books, man. What's your favorite book of these group right here?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think it'll be okay. I see you pop the books up there.
Yeah.
Let me see, man. It probably won't be the Holy Quran, bro. The Holy Quran, the 48 Laws of Power, that Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor book was like, oh my goodness. It was like, it was real awesome, bro. That book. The Malcolm X book was good. Except I was kind of prejudiced in a lot of ways because a lot of things that Malcolm learned early, it wasn't of a true believer. But a month or 2 or 3 before he passed away, he meshed it all together. He meshed the true knowledge together. So most of the stuff that he was talking about in the autobiography, I was more intrigued from the street side of things than I was the actual spirituality side of things until he went to Mecca, until he went to the Holy Land and came back. So I would say the Quran is going to have to be first. And then after that, man, you probably put the 48 Laws of Power. That's a mean book too, man. I'm talking about that.
Yes, it is.
It's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, never outshine the master.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what it is, bro. Yes,
Oh,
sir. Yes,
tell me about this book right here.
what's this? That's I'm
That
trying to see.
one,
It
the Crack
say
Chronicles.
the Crack Chronicles.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean the Crack Chronicles is the book that I wrote. I
Okay.
wrote the I wrote. Okay, that's the neighborhood feeling left out. That's about
Mm.
my hometown right there. That book there. The Crack Chronicles is a book. It's the violence of dealing in cocaine.
Mm.
It's bibliography. It's kind of like I copied the Bible. The Bible is what's called a bibliography. So I took
Mm.
I took the outlook of the Bible and wrote my own bibliography, which
Mm.
means I tied other books into one book. I tied other books into one book. So the Crack Chronicle was more like the violence of it. The book of cocaine I wrote is more like the politics of them controlling Capitol Hill, and they put people in jail, but they done made trillions of dollars off cocaine. So it's like the political side of cocaine, where I first saw it at, what it does to help people, and how the law tries to, demonize people for using it. But Coca-Cola gets its name from the cocaine. They
Mm-hmm.
had throat lozenges with cocaine in it. They had toothpaste with cocaine in it. They had cigarettes with cocaine in it. But once it got down to the street level and people started learning how to monopolize it, then they turned it illegal. That's kind of like most of the stuff that we do, bro. Like right now, with what we doing now, if we ally superpower and make our platforms what we can make those platforms, then that's when corporate come in and offer you that check then.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? They come in and try to offer you that check.
Yeah, that's right. Hey
Yes.
man, you've been you know what I'm saying, you've been known to do a little music too, man. You've been getting down on the music side. Do you think music is starting to be like the streets?
Yeah, it's been like that for a while, bro. Because music is, to me, it is of my opinion, from being into it. And that's funny you brought that up. This 50 years that they've been registered hip hop as hip hop.
Mm.
Music, the music that we make, it's like a weapon. See,
Yep.
because you write these lyrics, I've done it before. You write these lyrics. If you take my chain, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna do this to you. You understand? You talk about somebody in the music, because I done wrote those songs that started wars before. I done wrote those songs, bro, that people went and got guns to actually try to stop the circulation of that music. So music, the music that we use, which is hip hop, is like having a weapon, because you start to internalize the music. You start to understand. Nobody can tell me that people are looking down on Kodak Black for doing a song with the 6ix9ine guy. Man is a rapper.
Right.
If I offer you $1 million to come on the podcast and you tell him, oh nah man, I heard he was a snitch. Come on, man, you gotta think about your kids. You gotta think about your wife. You gotta think about your mom, your pops. You gotta think about what this $1 million can do. So us as rappers, they start to internalize it too much. They start to think like, oh, this guy here, he this and he that or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like people are prejudiced in a way. And like I said, we as human beings, bro, we are prejudiced. It's natural for us to be prejudiced, bro. And rap music does that. And the people that's making the most money off it are the people that we never gonna meet. So music, the music that we produce is more like it's a gun, because you start to live these lyrics. You don't see Miley Cyrus and all them out there doing all this crazy stuff or whatever. You seen the song, I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel. Ain't nobody gonna be playing that, but you go to the bar and you see that these people done made billions of dollars off this song. These people ain't internalizing that. Rappers, they, and you know what I'm saying? You see the police over there. You ready to go to jail because you internalizing it, bro. So that's the stupid part about the hip hop to me. And not to go too far with it. But I told
No.
the record label, I say, look, I know you guys are gangsters. This was part of what we talked about before I signed the deal. I know y'all gangsters. Bro, I ain't here to kill nobody. I'm here to rap over these beats. I'm going to give you what y'all paying me for. Because I needed them to know that I'm not going to be having no gun on my waist belt going to no shows. I'm not going to up no fire and shoot somebody in a public place because y'all beefing with them or whatever. I'm a rapper. That's what I'm here to do. I ain't here to make those type of enemies, bro. So with hip hop, we rarely see the people that's benefiting off of the non-violence. The people who are able to stay out the way, like the Jay-Z's. You don't never hear Jay-Z into no big beefs. You don't never hear Drake was at the shootout. You don't never hear Lil Wayne, these type of people, Kanye West. You don't hear that because they know how to stay out the way. You understand? They know how to make the music and just be like, hey, man, I'm going home to rest after this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I got another question, man. Why do you think it's so easy to rap negative?
Oh, man, it's the circumstances, bro. It's kind of like, again, people would ask me about my way of hip hop. My way of hip hop is this. So here go the negativity, the big piggyback off the question that you just asked me. All right, I get up in the morning. The milk sour in the refrigerator. I want to eat me some cereal, right? Okay, I pour the cereal in the bowl. I might just be eating them, just the raw cereal. Then my mama telling me I need to hurry up and get out of the door. I go out of the door, it done been a shooting right around the corner. They got the whole scene roped off. Yellow tape everywhere. Oh, my baby. They done killed my baby. Oh, my baby. You see the guy over there. He laying over there. They got the sheet thrown over him. His body swelling up. Rigor mortis setting in. He's stiff. They got to almost break his bone before they come pick him up. I walk through the crime scene. I got to go to school. When I go to school, somebody picking at my socks. I got to keep pulling my socks up. Then I ain't get a haircut. I got BBs on the back of my neck. They laughing at that. I failed the test. Now the teacher, he looking at me funny and this and that or whatever. I'm wondering if he got something against me, but all he want me to do is do better for myself. So when you living in these elements, you can't do nothing but write it. So people might look at it as you being arrogant or whatever, but I write for the hood because that's where I came from. When you smell the urination right outside your door, where you got to come out and pour bleach water there. Or you see go around the corner, you see a crackhead over behind the dumpster getting somebody oral sex to get the drugs. You seeing this. So a good MC would write about those type of things because we got to understand, bro, it's over 8 billion peoples on the earth. 8 billion. What would make Country Boy and G Monty, what will make us better than the other people? We got to have an idea. So these people, that's the hierarchy people, they see, oh yeah, man, you heard that song he made about tear the club up? We could really promote that song. These dudes really tearing the club up when they hear that song. But the people that's singing the song ain't making no money. So the lyrical content, and make the lyrics so violent, bro, are the things that we see. And those are the best people. That's what Picasso, when he painted, that's what he wrote. Maya Angelou, when she wrote poetry, she wrote what she saw. When Tupac wrote, he wrote what he saw. When Biggie wrote, he wrote what he saw. When Lil Wayne wrote, he write what he see. So, excuse me, but that allows the lyrics to take on a life of his own, because now you get into these situations and you understand, man, you only writing what you see.
Hey, you broke that down real good. Hey, I like that. And that's when a lot of people ask me, because I wrote a couple books, and they ask me like, man, how you write a book, man? How you do it? And I'm like, the easiest thing I can tell you is write about what you know about, what you've seen.
Yeah, man.
I can't tell you to write about what you don't know about. That's hard. So yeah, that's the same thing with rapping. We rap what we see and what we know about.
Yeah, same.
Man, that was deep. Hey, if you can change one thing in the world, what would it be?
Oh man, I would have to start off with racism, bro. I would
Mm,
have to start off with that because again, it's kind of like the prejudice uh, that we was born with. We all have it. I'll
mm,
start with that because how can there be all these football and professional teams and you could see somebody like me, I got on a Barstool Sports hat. And the only
mm,
reason I on this Barstool Sports hat is because I heard the guy that came up with Barstool Sports came up with the actual idea that I use to publish my books, which I
mm,
don't put my name on the book. I use pen names because the pen names allows the company to get the shine instead of the actual person. So if you
mm,
7 books and you use 7 different pen names, but you use the same company, then it looks like you got so many writers over there, but you actually the only writer.
mm,
So I said that, man, racism, it stops us from doing a lot of stuff. Racism is powerful, man, because if you
mm,
look at it and understand that they don't confiscated more land from black people than Maine, than the state of Maine and Rhode Island. I mean, farmland. If
mm,
you look at the fruit that grow for free, if you look at the cotton, if you look at all these things, bro, and see who benefiting off all this stuff, it's a powerful, it's a powerful thing. But you understand that racism has a lot to do with it, bro, because how can you see the rappers? Scott LaRock was the first rapper to get killed, the first rapper to ever get killed. Scott LaRock, this was in 1988 or 87.
mm,
Right? Every time you look at the TV, another black guy done killed another black guy. These black dudes killing rappers now. It ain't no white dudes killing rappers. So you look at the form of racism and you start to see, bro, like, hey, look, man, whether we like it or not, this racism is so strong, bro. It's a concoction of deadly proportions, bro. Racism
mm,
is so strong. If I could change anything about the world, it would be that, man, because I like to go in the store and say, hey, ma'am, how you doing? Or hey, sir, how you doing? Or if I ain't got money to give, I might give this guy over here. Now, if he's smoking a cigarette, I won't give him no money because
mm.
he had to have money to buy that. But if
Yeah.
I guy side the road, I could give him $1, whatever. I know that God allow that good deed to be multiplied up to 7, 8, 900 times. If you give a person $1, that dollar can be multiplied with your Lord. You don't know how many times he's gonna do it. But with that being said, the racism allows that. I don't know if you saw the little clip on it's going around on Instagram or YouTube or something where it's a black guy faking like he blind.
Yeah.
It's a black
And the people, yeah, didn't nobody want to help them. And what stood out was I seen another video where they said, "Did you notice that when it was the black man, even the black people didn't want to help?"
yep,
I said, "Damn."
racism, bro. And so most of the time we racist towards our own people. I'm not just speaking of white people. You know, it's again, bro. It's all a strategic method that they use to keep people down. They have to, bro, because you look at it and understand this. The word racism is so deep. You know, that's just how it is. You understand what I'm saying? If I could
Mhm.
change anything about the world, it'll be that, man, because, you know, my neighbors are Spanish. I got African American neighbors. I got white neighbors, and we get along just fine. But I know in the masses, it ain't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that, man. So if I can change anything, bro, it'll be racism, bro.
Yeah. Hey, how do you feel about victimized people?
Victimize people,
Yeah.
man. I'm sympathetic towards it, bro. You know, it's crazy you asking me that, man. Every time I pass a cemetery, I give God all the praise because I know somebody done got tricked out of their life out there.
Mm,
Known fact. You ain't got to go to no concerts. You ain't got to go to the strip club. You ain't got to go to the pub down the street to get you some wings or whatever and understand that every graveyard you pass by, somebody has been tricked out of their lives, man. They've been a victim of circumstances, man. And it's beautiful because you know these people, that just ain't no fake headstone. You don't need to know who they is. You got people that been victimized, man, and then it's crazy. Again, it's so deep to what you're saying. It's kind of like you going to see Chick-fil-A down the street. You got Burger King, you got McDonald's, you got Subway, you got all these fast food restaurants. Being a victim is taking on that part of life too. Because now you know if you eat this food and you eat so much of it and it tastes so good because you can get it just like that, you becoming a victim in your own circumstance because now you know this food ain't digesting good in your body. You know this got your body clogged up where you can't even go to the bathroom for 2 days. You're like, you ain't even thinking about it. Oh man, I ain't used the bathroom in 3 days. So being victimized come in so many different ways. Your eyes can see hundreds and hundreds of things at one time. Just the flash of it, the colors, the door, the light. It's so many things that the eye can see. But when you think about victim, we think about harshness. Oh man, the guy, he killed the girl and then he killed himself or whatever. Being victimized has so many categories, bro. It'll be impossible for us to really touch up on it. But it's so many people, man, as far as the physicality of it that's done died and people done got maimed and shot. I just feel bad for victims, that the people being victimized, bro. And like I say again, it has a lot to do with dieting as well. It has a lot to do with what is a black market and a white market. I'm from down south, up here Northwest Florida. I feel like I'm being victimized because it ain't no black market. If I want to get my fix, I gotta go over there to the Dodge place. They want $1,300 to do the littlest thing because they think I got that money because I live in a resort town. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm being victimized.
Yeah, on the real.
If I got my sister, she a registered nurse. She make $3,500 a month here where I stay in Northwest Florida a month with her registered nurse. But she up in St. Louis now, traveling nurse, she making $1,300 a day. So she have to go where her credentials allows her to go to make more money to take care of her family. That's victimized. Why I can't make that money right here where I stay at?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey man, it's a part of the show, man. We already in at 30 minutes, man. We got an hour of power, and I appreciate you spending this time with me. So right now we're halfway through it, and we're gonna get to some random questions. I'm gonna ask you some random questions. You just try to get through them fast as you can. Hold up, give me 1 second. All right, first question. What's the first thing you do or think about when you wake up in the morning?
Oh man, first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, man, I thank God. I give him all the worship. I give him praise. I wake up and
I get that praise button.
Yeah, I give him all the praise because he giving me an opportunity to wake up and see another day, which I know that gonna be over soon, you know, as far as life concerned or whatever. But I give him all the praise. I do that first when I wake up and all. You know, that's always almost pretty much the same thing I do every day.
Okay. When was the last time you asked someone for some help, something what you were struggling with? Like, when was the last time you really asked someone for some help? That something you were struggling with, though.
A lot. I do that a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know where I get it from, but long years ago, a guy told me something that changed my life, and I still live by it today. I wish I knew who the guy was that told me, but he told me this. He said, man, always look presentable because you never know who want to help you. If you go somewhere and you looking ragtag and you don't keep yourself up, you ain't got your hygiene up to par, people don't want to help you because you just look like you ain't about that. So always keep yourself up. It's all right for me to get on here and show you, oh, I'm looking a certain type of way. But man, I have to call somebody regular, man, and say, hey man, let me get $50, let me get $100. You know what I'm saying? But I make sure all the right people, because you don't want to call somebody and they look at you, because if you look on my Facebook page, that was spontaneous. I wrote on the inception of the Facebook thing, I am exactly the opposite of what you might think of me. So somebody see me, they see me with the chain, they see me with the, you know, the presentation that I'm presenting to people, and they think, oh, he might be well off, but that's far from the truth, though. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's how it is.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
what do your town mean to you?
You talking about where I grew up at?
Yeah.
And hey, man, you know, it's everything for me. I say that, man, I take that with a grain of salt, man, because you start to see in life the power of God, bro, and you start to see that it's a setup, human, from the human aspect of things, because you understand that your grandfather had to go through the same struggles. Your mom, your great grandfather, all these people had to go through that. So just to see like where I come from, to see so many brothers make a way and do the best that they can, it means so much to me. Even staying up here in Panama City, you know, where I'm at now, it means a lot to me. Apalachicola means a lot to me, because these my people. I came to grow and learn to love these people, and it means a lot to me. You know, a lot of things that I do a lot. I do this a lot. And I don't really too much talk about this, because again, it's not important for other people to know, but I'm on your platform and I do need to share this. I love going to the cemetery, paying my respects to those that I knew that's no longer here, because I know one day my resting place, I want people to understand and come to me and say, hey, let me put a flower down. So every community that I have resided in, it's times of the year or times of the month that I might just get in my truck and go to the store, buy flowers, and go and put flowers on random people's graves that I really respect. But people don't know that I'm doing that. I'm saying it now because it's important for me to pass on the information. That's what type of person I am. So these cities that I have resided in, they mean a lot to me, because I have put my heart and soul into being in these places and learning the demographics of what's good and what's bad, man. So, you know, my city mean everything to me, man. Belgrade, Florida is everything for me, man. It taught me everything I know. It gave me respect. It gave me knowledge. It gave me wisdom. It gave me so many things. It taught me to say, hey, one day, man, I'm going to get my family and move them out of here. And I did have a chance to do that.
That's what's up. Hey, man, who gave you some of the best advice?
Well, I got to say my old pops. He's no longer here. He passed away 13 years ago. Bobby Hutchinson. That's where I got most of what I got in life as far as handling and treating people. But one guy came up to me and told me something, and I would have to say he meant a lot to me. His name was Rashid. He was out of Pensacola. He told me something, and it stuck with me. He said, if you believe in something, be able to explain it to a T. If you believe in something, be able to explain it to a T. Don't believe in something because it's cool. Don't follow another person's example because they look cool. Find out what's going on with it and learn it to a T. And then when you find out what's going on with that, it'll be all right for you to follow that. So I would have to say my old pops, because he gave me he gave me the knowledge to be able to speak how I speak now. And like I said, I come from a city where everybody walking around with dynamite draws on them. It's like hell walking around with dynamite draws on them. So I'm not going to make my own situation more special than anybody else. But it's definitely old pops, Bobby Hutchinson, and my man Rashid from Pensacola.
Okay. Let me see. So, hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you this question. How old was you when you found out your mom's real name?
Oh man, that probably was early on. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You asking me that, right? I mean, like her real name, like
Yeah.
the whole name. Probably early, man. I was just talking to a friend about that, man, before you called. My one of my best friend, man. He older guy. He older than me. He like my older brother. He ain't got me by much. You know, as kids, no matter what your nationality is, it's over 6,500 languages on the earth. And when that child is born, the miracle is that if your mother is Switzerland, you speak Switzerland. If your mother is Chinese, you speak Chinese. So my mother, I would say early on, man, I guess, because I can remember back to when I was like 3 years old, bro. I can remember far back as 3 years old, man, when I was 3 years old. So I learned my mama name early, man. It got to be early, bro. Like, I can remember 3 years old, bro. Like, I can remember it. You know, talking about, no, man, you can't remember. Bro, I can remember. I ain't never did drugs in my life. I ain't never smoked a cigarette. I ain't never drunk a beer. I ain't never drunk liquor. I don't know where it come from. I have memory, bro, that I could just go all the way back, bro. I still got my lunch ticket from the 3rd grade, man.
Dang. Yeah.
So it's early, man, that I knew my mama name, though, early. I mean, like, she taught me my social security number when I was 4 years old.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep. That's what's up, man. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, dang, he said 4 years old, knowing the social security number. Dang, that's crazy. All right, so I was like, what do you listen to the most, in music or podcast?
I would probably say music. Excuse me. I probably would say music. I'm diversified when it comes to that too, bro. Like, I like, if the rock and roll is going hard, I like that. If the beat is going hard, I like that. We don't get a lot of the R&B stuff like it used to, so I listen to a lot of old school stuff. I don't really buy a lot of rap, but if somebody's doing something and it's real heavy, I'll adapt to that. Like, the last music that I physically bought, was Nipsey Hussle, the Victory Lap. And he was alive. And when that happened to him, it struck me down so bad, bro, that, you know, I listen to music more than I listen to podcasts, though.
Okay. So if you was on a stranded island, right, and you got to pick 3 albums, music, what would them 3 albums be?
Number 1 would be All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
All Eyes on Me. Because,
yes, indeed.
You know, All Eyes on Me. If I had one, it'll be All Eyes on Me, because double CD, he a New York rapper that got ambushed and framed in New York and got out of prison, got on the jet and flew to California and recorded a double CD, a New York guy now, double CD with all West Coast producers. And it's an all-time classic, because the game that he given up in that CD, book 1, book 2, All Eyes on Me, it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna have to go with All Eyes on Me. After All Eyes on Me, I'm not being biased here, I'm gonna have to go with Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati. That's the one that came out after he passed away, because it's so different from the first one, and it's so powerful that CD, I can actually make it bigger than All Eyes on Me, but All Eyes on Me is jamming. Like, it got the funk, it's got the mean messages to it, it's got the women's songs, it's got the game, it's got the dudes, all the members on there rapping on it. So number 2, and then 3, man, it gotta be the Notorious Big, man, Life After Death, bro.
Okay.
It gotta be. You know, if I have a chance to talk to Biggie, man, I'll tell him, Biggie, you good enough to go back at Tupac. You big enough to go in the studio and let's do this. I ain't no talking about no. Biggie was, man, bro, listen, man, them 3 albums right there, I'll put them up against anybody 3 albums, because They been gone. Them boys been dead almost 30 years, and ain't nobody came close to them. Come on, man. Ain't nobody came close to the music. So it'll be All Eyes on Me, the Dunk Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory, and it'll be that Life After Death with Biggie, bro. Them will be the three. And then, you know, a couple of other ones running a close second, like The Chronic with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style or whatever. But, you know, definitely, you know, them will be my three, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see where you're going with it, man. Hey, man, what you miss about the 90s?
The 90s, man. I don't know, man. The 90s was just, I guess it was a good time, man. You know, it was a good time as far as, you know, life itself. It's kind of like, you know, I guess that's rhetorical, I guess, because now I guess somebody, if they was, you know, older than me, and you ask them, hey, what you missed about the 30s or what you missed about the 40s? Man, the 90s was just energetic, bro. It was a lot going on, bro. It was a lot happening. It seemed like you ain't have a care in the world. You could move and groove. You could shake and bake a little bit. It ain't seem like you had a care in the world. But if I had a chance to go back to the 90s, right now, if I could step in a time machine and go back to the 90s, I'd say, yeah. But the only thing I would go back to the 90s for now, you know, I lost my mom about 6 years ago. I'll get in that time machine and go straight and holler at my mama. You know what I'm saying? So first thing I would like to say, bro, if I went back to the 90s, I would want to go see my mama, bro. That's what I miss about the 90s, bro. You know, she was number one for me. Certain people you don't get in life but once. You know, some people get a lot of things in life, and I only got that one mama, and she was everything for me. So that's what I miss about the 90s, bro, my mama.
Yeah, that's some real, you know. Hey, is you satisfied with the time you spend with your family?
I can't say, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm at the house. Like, you hear what my day is about. And this it for me. And like I said at the top of the broadcast, bro, I apply pressure. So the pressure that I apply, it makes people not want to be around. Not that I'm a mean person or whatever, but I just apply so much pressure, bro. This everything I get, and it's peaceful to me to be able to write, to be able to talk to you, to be able to come on your show, to be able to, you know, move and groove and, you know, advise people the best I can. And, you know, I'm just in a situation to where I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to watch what I eat. I'm always trying to watch how I speak to people. I'm always trying to make sure I articulate those things that people tell me that I don't understand. So, you know, like I told you, it's a lot of stuff I don't understand, but, you know, just this, bro, the peace. You know, the peace. I don't need the validation of a woman to be who I am. And it's back to that 90s thing where, you know, you feel like you need a girlfriend or whatever. And, you know, I'm quite sure I heard you correctly. You say you married. And that's the best thing to be, because being married is the only time that the angels write and they stop writing. Because you in a situation where you and your wife and y'all doing what grown people do, the angels look the other way because you lawfully married to her. But somebody like me, if I get with a girl, that's the sin of fornication, which is not a major sin. It's the sin of fornication. And then if I'm married and I cheat on my wife or she cheat on me, that's called adultery, which is a major sin. And so with that being said, bro, I just enjoy the peace. I enjoy knowing that a woman can't hold over my head. Oh, I cook your food and I do this. No, I cook my own food. I make my own bed. You understand? And I don't want a woman, but I want what you got with a wife. Because if I got a wife, that means she got my name. I'm a part of her. And if we argue, I might go in the other room and sleep in the other room or in the den or whatever, but this still my wife and back her up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Friend, it's a good chance that we just quit. It's over with. I'm hot.
You're right, on the real.
Yeah.
Hey, in your journey, man, what is something that you had to unlearn?
Ignorance, bro. Ignorance. I said it at the top of the show. God give us And I try to put that in all the time, bro, because we wouldn't be nothing without him. Ignorance, bro, because if somebody come and tell me something and it's correct, I'm the type of person to it. I'm a advance myself towards that. If somebody come and tell me something today and it's correct, and I can prove that it's correct, I'm on that path right now. See, it used to be arrogant, like, man, I ain't gonna do that, whatever. Blah. Look, man, if somebody telling you something right, you got to be able to adjust to that, because it ain't you. It's the decision that you're making. And I say that a lot. Human beings are not even the angels in heaven have what we have. We have our own free will. You can go do whatever you want. When we get off this podcast and me and you talking, you can go do whatever you want. Angels can't do that. See, we got a fingerprint. This fingerprint, nobody else has that fingerprint. Yeah, you can solve a crime with it. That's what man use it for, or we can run a background check or whatever the case may be with these fingerprint. But this fingerprint is for the angel of death. When he come to screen your fingerprint to find out that's you, and he take your soul out, ain't no mistaking that. See, so you're a special type of person. You are a special type of individual. You are a special type of creation. You understand what I'm saying? So to be able to understand that, bro, and look at the totality of the whole thing of you're a special person, man. So we special. People are special. You understand what I'm saying? Because even the angels in heaven can't do what we do. We got our own feel, bro.
Choices, yeah. Yeah, that was deep. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, I didn't think about it like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Hey, do you have a testimony you would like to share? Something that happened that you felt like, man, that wasn't nothing but God, bro. God
Yeah,
saved me from that.
I like to say this, bro. Listen, man. Again, the arrogancy of man. I done had money. I done been blessed with money. I took care of my whole family, man. I did everything I can to make sure they was all right, man. And it took me a long time to understand that money is just a vehicle to get the things that you need. You understand what I'm saying? The knowledge of this whole thing it makes it a little better for us to look at it. And you look under the microscope and you see, man, that it's this patient thing, bro. It's learning this patient, man. It's learning to respect other people. It's learning to be kind. It's learning to be cordial. It's learning to understand that, bro, if you ever call me and I know you genuine for me speaking to you and me talking to you, bro, I'm there for you. Money can't get that. You understand what I'm saying? Because now it's all coming to us saying, hey, man, who is that guy there, man? Oh, I talk to money, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be people that you know, bro. So, man, just that alone, man, just understanding the capabilities that we got as people and knowing, man, that we could be better in so many different areas, bro. And just the practice of that or whatever, man, trying to just be better all the time. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, if you had a 30-minute interview and you get to ask one question and the interview is with God, what would you ask him?
I don't know, him being able to not show himself. Like, just to think about that. We talked about the 48 laws of power early on. And one of the laws in that book was powerful to me. And I kind of live by that. Too much circulation make the price go down. Somebody come somewhere and they always see you, they ain't gonna give you $500 to help them. If somebody always up to the barbecue, you standing over there all the time, you easy access. If I could ask God that, he tell us the heavens and the earth is a greater creation of mankind. Nobody ain't never seen it, but he real, because you can't throw a nickel in the air and that nickel float. But we on an earth, and this earth is in the middle of nowhere, turning at 1,000 miles an hour. Who doing that? He ain't never been seen. You understand? Moses asked to sin. Jesus' friends asked to sin. Lord, it will suffice us. Show us God. You can't see God, but you know he real. So him being able to not show himself is the most powerful statement because you know he real. It's chickens. A chicken have an egg. You could kill the chicken, eat the meat, and then plus you could take eggs and eat the eggs and use the eggs in so many different ways. You got the alligators, you got the pigs, you got the sheep, you got the cows, you got all these thousands, hundreds of thousands of creations. Who doing that? So him being God and not being able to show, nobody ain't never seen you never seen him. You know he for real because we breathing in this air. We got these eyes, we got these ears. If our heart stop beating for one time, you in trouble. So if I was able to say something to him and I was able to sit there with him, and that's going to be the special thing about passing away, going to paradise, you're going to be able to look right at him. There you go right there. Like, wow, look, that's him. You're going to be able to look right at him. That's one of the benefits of making it to paradise. So if I was able to see him, I'll be like, wow, man, this really got to be a special God because he ain't showed you no shadow. You can't see nothing about him, but you know he real though. You understand what I'm saying? So if I was able to see him, bro, that would be one of the things that I asked him, like, how was he able to stay out of the way? Because again, 48 laws of power say too much circulation make the price go down. Moses say, Lord, show me yourself. And he say, nah, the day you see me is the day you shall surely die. You know what I mean? You can't see me and live. You can't see me. I'm too powerful. You know, I'm too powerful.
Yeah. You know, I heard some say, you know, God is like water, you know, and like you said, when them people went down, went all the way down to the bottom of the sea, and they got took out. You know, you can't come see me. So I thought that just went across my mind. So check this out. The same 30 minutes, and God get to ask you one question, and how you gonna respond to it? And the question is, how did you like it in heaven?
How would I like it in heaven?
Yeah, how did you like it in heaven?
I mean, you saying if he asking me this, how would I like it in heaven?
No, how did you like it? Not how would you like it? How did you like it?
Which mean like I'm there. Like
you here right now.
Oh man. I don't know, man. You know, I guess just being able to touch the ancestors every morning. I wake up, man. I say, I pray for my mother and my father because they raised me when I was small. But if they endeavor me to go against God, I won't listen to them because when I die, my soul is going back to him. I pray for my niece and my nephew, my ancestors before me, my descendants after me, and all my kids that they be better people than me. Right? I say that every morning, 365 days a year, I say that. So heaven, I hear the fruits are hanging low. The water, it don't never change. The honey, you could dip your cup in the honey and the scent don't never change. You want milk, you could dip your cup right there, it ain't gonna never change. There ain't gonna be no more spitting on the ground. Ain't gonna be no defecating. Ain't gonna be no more peeing. Ain't gonna be no more nothing. Anything you want, your house is gonna be immaculate. The floors will be translucent. It'll look like water. You will be there with your wife. You will see your great grandfather if he did the right things to be there. He going, hey, what's going on, boy? We've been waiting on you, boy. What's going on? You're gonna be able to sit there with him, and you ain't gonna never be sick no more. You understand? Your wife will be so pretty that her skin, you can see the blood trickling through her veins. She gonna be so pretty. Her eyes will be like pearls. Just to be able to be there. I love it. I appreciate you, but I love you for everything that you did for me. I love you for making me a creation. I love you for making me come to people like you, and we be able to touch bases together and come and ally superpower and do what we doing, man. I love to talk to people that's got knowledgeable sense in their head like yourself to tell me, hey, man, you know, I'm with my wife or I'm with my kids or I'm doing this or doing that. I love to be around these type of people, but just the negative part of just life, period, I don't like it. So wouldn't be none of that going on in heaven. So I'll just tell God his love him. I appreciate the opportunity for him making me a creation because before my mama was 10 years old, she didn't even know me. When her mama was 10 years old, she didn't know my mama. When my mama was 10 years old, she didn't know my mama, and it keep going on and on. But God has been the same from the get-go. He been the same from the get-go. So I tell him, thank you just for giving me this opportunity, giving me this fingerprint, because I could commit a crime today and somebody could solve that crime and I can go on the other side of the world. They'll be looking for me just on this fingerprint. And I know he loved me because he gave me this distinguishable fingerprint.
Okay. Hey, what is something that you are doing to try to break the cycle?
Huh?
I said, what is something that you are doing that you try to break the cycle, like a generational curse?
Man, bro, like I say, I apply pressure. I have been the generational curse. In my family, ain't nobody like me. I have people in all states. I am of Hathorne, of Hawthorne, and Hawthorne. And I have been the creme de la creme of what it may be. I have been that guy to say, okay, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and this ain't right. I haven't met one person in my family that was the equivalent of me as far as me thinking, strictly criminal, from coming from and being like that. So I got to come on here and tell you that to break the cycle, no, my kids got to break the cycle. Or my mama broke the cycle, because these people work. My sisters and brothers and cousins and all these people go to work. I've been one of them type of people my whole life. So now to come on this platform and know that I understand that the law protects me as well as it violates me, I could talk about these type of things. I have been the generational curse. You understand? So I can't come on here and make myself seem like something that I'm not. This is me, who I am. I'm sharing this with you. I'm being as honest as I can. I'm not going to never come on a social media, a podcast, a national broadcast, whatever it is. I'm not going to never tell nobody a lie. Now, if I come off of here and somebody tell me they need me to lie to them, I'll tell them a lie. But I still need to repent, because this is my soul. I'm not going to ever come on here and tell nobody no lie. So honestly, bro, I have been the generational curse, bro. Me, I have been that because I wanted better for my mom. $175 working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and she ain't got no money to give me for shoes, and I need shoes. I ain't getting nothing for Christmas because my mom ain't getting paid, but she putting the time in, though. Mom, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make it better for you. Now, I'm going to go, where you getting this money from? Don't worry about it. Here goes 1,000. Where you, there go 1,500. There go 2,000. Wait, here go a car. You understand? So I saw her going through what she went through, struggling with me and my sisters and brothers, and I said, okay, I'm going to be the generational curse. I'm finna get me some money. I'm going to do, I don't care what they got to do. I'm going to get this money and give it to my mama. I have $1,000 and give my mama $900 and put the one in my pocket, because I seen what she went through. So I have been the generational curse, bro. And to break that, I'm on social media trying to uncurse that. And that's what I'm doing, sharing the pressure, applying the pressure, doing whatever I can, brother. Just let people know that, hey, man, there's so many ways, there's so many avenues that we can go through, man, to better ourselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, I sure appreciate you, man. I appreciate, I appreciate the knowledge and wisdom that you share. What even inspires you to want to share things on your platform?
Oh, man, you can't die with it. Like, when you die, it's over, bro. Die, it's over, bro. This what we doing right now. If somebody came along and you uploaded this, bro, we'll be passed away 50, 60 years from now, 100 years from now. If they got the technology going into the future, somebody will be able to look at this podcast, bro. You can't die with it. Just imagine you know how you could make the best lemon cake in the world, and you just making it for the family. You might go to the bakery, man, critique the recipe, put it down. You might as well do cookbooks. I'm trying to do whatever I can to share this knowledge, bro, because I can't die with it. When I die with it, it's gone. So I gotta try to do whatever I can, bro. I gotta try to do the best things that I can to try to get on here and try to be as honest as possible and share these rules and share these lessons, bro, that I have got. And I was fortunate enough to get to this point to get on here, because it was time that I would never in 1,000 years be on here doing none of this talking. But this one time I woke up and said, you know what? Let's get it, man. It's time. And it's been helpful because my phone don't never stop ringing, bro. But people need inspiration. People want to talk about stuff. People want to, they got a problem. Or, I got a situation where my son just called me from Indiana telling me something happened and he wanted to crash out yesterday. So I had to talk to him for an hour. So now being on this platform, being able to share this with people, bro, it means everything to me, man.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. That's much love. Hey, man, again, why don't you tell the people where they can find you at?
Oh, man, Facebook. Go on Facebook, man. I'm Country Boy Fletcher on Facebook. I'm Country Boy Fletcher on Instagram. I'm Country Boy Fletcher on YouTube. Country Boy Fletcher 489 on YouTube. I'm Country Boy Fletcher on TikTok. I'm Country Boy Fletcher on all the platforms, man. And if anybody that's serious, like I said again, I'll be at Iron Fist Money Music here on the 26th. I'll be going live from Enterprise, Alabama. And I'm just doing anything. I'm a published author, and I'm just trying to help anybody that need help in any type of situation. You could call me on change. Money don't change me. Whatever the situation is, as long as it's positive and I can help you or whatever the case may be, I'm here to help anybody that I can because, again, I can't die with this. I got to try to help as many people as I can.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I got one more question, man, before we get up out of here because we already spent that hour of power. What kind of advice do you have for the youth or a single parent?
Like
a young single parent.
Oh,
How
man.
about that?
At first, man, I'll tell them, man, put God first. When you put God first, everything else is easy. That's the only time I get a chance to leave outside of the physical realm of life of what's going on is when I'm in prayer. If I'm praying, I don't answer the phone. If I'm praying, I don't answer the door knock. If I'm praying, I don't answer the screams and the stuff that my daughter knocking over in the room. Put God first. Treat people with respect and hold on to your integrity. Watch the people you have around. Watch the people that you have around. That's going to always be the key because the people that you have around going to introduce you to the most heinous things on earth. The people that you have around that too far. If you got somebody around your wife, they going to be the one that go behind your back and try to slander you. They going to be the one try to do something wrong to your kids. They going to be the one jealous of you because you upgraded the car that you got. They the one going to be jealous and try to break in your house. It's going to be the people that you're around. So you put God first and watch the people that you're around because those people that you have around is going to be like poison ivy, bro. If they get on you, you're going to break out in highs, man.
Hey, man, I see you deep with it, man. What is a Bible verse? I know I said this is the last one, but this is going to be it. What is a Bible verse that stuck out to you and it mean a lot that you would like to share?
God told Moses over 3,000 years ago, "Hear ye, O Israel, the Lord your God is one. Worship the Lord your God with all your mind and all your heart and all your soul." Jesus told his friends and disciples standing around him, "O Master, what is the first and great commandment?" Worship the Lord your God with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul. That's the first and great commandment. Worship the Lord my God with all my heart, mind, and soul, because those men that I just mentioned did the same thing, and I'm a student of them. And so I do the same thing. I worship God. I don't attribute nothing to him. I don't attribute no partners. When I eat food, I know God gave me that. If it's a spider web in the corner and out, if I blow that spider web, I know God entice the spider to make that web. If I go outside and see a cat licking this small cat, and the cat is laying down sucking the mama breast, I know God said that. If it's a bird flying overhead, I know that God got that bird holding that bird up flying. So to worship the Lord thy God with all thy mind, all thy heart, and all thy soul, bro.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hit that praise button again, man. Because this is the Family on the Mission podcast, man. And we talk about God and we talking about family, man. And you summed it up, man. You did everything you had to do, man. So we spent this hour of power, man. And Who would you love to see on a future Fammission podcast?
Oh man, I would love to see your show go global, bro. I would love to look back over here and you pull me back in and tell me that you got a multi-distribution deal. I would love for you to tell me that you relocated your family to a bigger market, bro, to make your show pop. I want to see all people win. And, you know, I have professional friends. I got about 3 or 4 millionaire friends in my phone that sometimes I wonder if I needed $100 and I call them, I wonder would they give it to me. I won't never find out because I know millionaires, they don't want to give you money. They want to give you opportunities.
Give you knowledge.
They want to give you opportunities, right? So again, bro, you know, that's just basically it, bro. Like I just would like to just, you know, stay in step and see you grow and see you mature into a national syndicate show. And if you keep grinding, bro, and keep on going, that'll surely happen, bro. So if you can just keep on doing that, bro, and anytime you need me, bro, you can call me 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna answer the phone, bro.
Man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you. And I want to give you flowers while you're here, man, because I love what you're doing. I mean, you be applying pressure. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. I appreciate what you did, and I appreciate you spending this hour of power on a Fammission podcast with your boy Monday G. And man, you enjoy the rest of your night, man. You just be blessed and be safe, bro.
Yes, sir. You too, bro. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dot Son, check it out.
Yeah, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and we just had your boy, Country Boy. Man, he was dropping that knowledge, man. He did pretty good, man. I like that. But y'all need to go on his page, show him some love, and follow him, man. So until next time, next Friday, we're going to have another guest. But tune in next Friday. Love y'all. Peace. Be safe.
We on the mission. Family on the mission. We on the mission. Family on the mission. We on the mission. Family on the mission. We on the mission. Family on the mission.